All right, it's your Pratt Pack. I'm so happy to be back at Beaver Local High School. Beautiful countryside, nice drive down from western Pennsylvania today. And when I started these videos many years ago, this was one of the first guys to jump in and help me, Coach Mckenzie. Long overdue getting back here, but I said, before the Streetsboro game, I got to stop by, and we're going to talk about that in a moment. I have a lot of respect for this school district, spent many years here calling football. My dear friend, the late Mckenzie Williams, was football coach here, was near and dear to me, went on to my alma mater. Of course, part of that 72 undefeated Dolphin team, great wrestling programs, the Hopple family, basketball throughout the years. So teachers, administrators love Beaver Local. Coach, tale of two seasons, and after the loss against Struthers, you had a month of nothing but wins, and then 3 out of the last 5, and of course the final game, Lakeview, one that just got away from you. But talk a little bit about the season, and I saw you do some incredible things. You put up some big numbers, especially against East Liverpool 55. So you've got an offense, but just the tail of the first half and the second half of the season. But nonetheless, a good season, and you're headed back to the playoffs.
Yeah, we open up with Struthers, a good team. We've got, we basically lost most of our team from last year, so we came in with a pretty green team. We obviously had Austin at quarterback. He was a returning starter, but other than Austin, we had 2 linemen and 1 defensive lineman, 1 linebacker coming back. So we were replacing a lot. Struthers was a pretty good opponent. They got on us, but I thought we competed pretty well. Ran off, nice string. We're 4-1. And then injuries have caught up to us a little bit. We've been banged up, not quite as healthy as we were earlier in the year, and so I think some of those things. We've obviously played a pretty good schedule. The Northeast 8 provides a lot of competition. They're an excellent league. The league is up this year, and they're always a good league. But some of those things kind of caught up with us a little bit, I think, and we kind of got. Like I said, we got banged up and trying to move people in and out, and so some of those things caught up with us a little bit. But our kids still battled, so I'm proud of them.
I'm going to tell you, I'm always proud of what you do, and you've just had a lot of success in your tenure here. Now this team you're taking on, 9-1, I mean, full throttle. I was looking at some stuff earlier today. Last 2 games, they put up over 130 points, so they got some firepower. How do you keep that offense off the field?
We got to be fundamentally sound. They try to outflank you. They've got some guys that can really run, and then they play action and get to pass. They hit you as you fall asleep and as you're coming up for the run. So we got to be able to fill gaps. We got to be able to match them. They're trying to unbalance, run a number of different receiver formations and try to get an extra gap on you and find that gap and find that seam. And they got the runners to do it. So we got to stop 2 and 7. Those are the 2 guys that are their main guys. So we've got to be able to tackle. We've got to rally, go to the ball, make sure that we're lined up right, not getting misaligned.
The thing I've always noticed about playoff anything, you got to be physical, whether it's the opening tip or the opening kick or the first pitch. You've got to be there ready to be physical with this football team from the opening kickoff to let them know you're in it to win it. You got 60 minutes. You either move on or you go home. So you got to give it everything you got.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Playoffs are a different animal. So a lot of times the pressure's on the higher seed. We kind of feel that way. I felt that way last year coming into our first game. We were the 2 seed, and we kind of played that first half. We had a little bit of pressure on us, and that team played well, and they played at a different level. So I'm hoping that we're able to get back to the level. We talked yesterday about getting back to where we were those first half of the season, and some of that energy and that enthusiasm. And I think we got to be able to come out flying. We're going to be able to come out fast, and we're capable of doing that.
You got a great fan base. I'm sure the red and white will be out in full force as well. And this is a special time of year, but make no mistake about it, to get to the postseason, I've been at this game a long time. That's a remarkable accomplishment. Coach, thank you so much.
Thanks, Rob. I appreciate it.
All right, we're going to be talking to Paul Cusick in a little bit, heading down to Patterson Field. They, of course, getting ready for some football of their own against Poland, another 9-1 team. So a lot of exciting things happening. You people here in the eastern part of Ohio, down here in Columbiana County, should be very proud of these 2 teams. Let me shake your hand.
All right, thanks, Rob.
All right, great coach Mike Mckenzie. It's your Pratt Pack. Don't forget, back on the radio tonight after the quest for the best. And our Allegheny Health Network Sports Medicine Friday night game of the week will be Montour and West Allegheny. And Coach Shoup and Coach Cyril will join me Sunday right after local news at 11 on the Coons Market Black and Gold Sunday Show. And there's always more sports at 937thefan.com.